Hello, internet friends, and welcome to Quests and Cthulhu. It is Saturday night. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. If it's not Jock Jams, what's the point?
And that's all I can say.
6 seconds of, are you ready for this? Sorry we're a little late. It's been a day. Real life, crazy stuff happens. If you enjoy watching Thomas run around a studio, then the last half an hour were for you, let me tell you. That was big fun.
But we got rid of that raccoon.
Yeah. And we're pretty sure that nobody has rabies.
But on the downside, all the Pringles are gone.
Yeah. That was Amy.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you guys confusing me for the raccoon?
Are you not a raccoon?
No, I am, actually. I was like, circles?
She's feral, but... all right, this is the kind of night it's going to be. We are already far afield. So let's power through these announcements very quickly. Tavern Upkeep, it is the first of the month. Well, actually, it's the 5th of the month or something. But so Tavern Upkeep has rolled over, and we're already at some tiny number that I can't see, but like 50-something, I think.
60-something.
60-something. We are at 60-something% of our Tavern Upkeep. You know, this is not a challenge to any of you, but we have a 2-month streak going of making our Tavern Upkeep. Can we go for 3? I believe in you.
And I'd like to point out, so the Baroness is the one who is actually providing those giveaway books.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Big shout out.
Yay, the Baroness.
To the Baroness.
Wherever she may be. Which today is not actually here, so
True.
For once, we don't know where she is. The tag ran out of a battery. We have her tagged. Normally, we know her migration patterns, but
PSA: don't get the Apple tag because people do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
so Tavern Upkeep really helps keep all the many lights in here that were only recently turned on. He's making sure.
I was like, hang on, did you turn the lights on?
And so we appreciate it. It comes from our Patreons who we love. It comes from bits. It comes from anybody who wants to go fund us. You know, we'll take a GoFundMe. Sure, start. We can't start it ourselves, so someone else has to start one for us. Tell them we have cancer or something. It'll all work out.
Not recommended. No, we do not authorize this message.
No.
It's the American healthcare system.
I don't know if I have cancer.
I did go on WebMD today, and I have cancer.
Yeah, well.
Because of
You
it.
stubbed your toe.
Yeah. My toe hurts. After an hour on WebMD, you have cancer.
I had toe cancer twice.
It's like that game that you can play on Wikipedia where you get 6 degrees to something. Yeah. You just randomly follow links and see how many clicks it takes you to get to a certain goal.
Oh, I was like, to what, cancer?
Cancer. Well,
Yeah,
cancer
Kevin
or Nazis. That's
6
usually the two things.
Wow, cancer or Nazis?
Oh my God.
Take your pick.
Welcome to the internet.
You can only have one.
I'll take the cancer.
It depends. Is how many? Anyway, let's.
I was like, which one's easier to get rid of?
Yeah.
I mean, probably Nazis, honestly.
Yeah.
Although, apparently not.
That's
we
why.
tried.
That's why I'd rather have the cancer.
There was just like a 30-year gestation period, you know? It's like,
Ooh, we got dark.
Patreons, thank you so much. Patreons also get access to our exclusive post-game show, which is really a lot like this. So we've already started. But look, we're getting the banter out of the way. That's not going to stop us. Also, Patreons can, and patrons can, they're the same, really, can give bits to our players, and we've got a mountain of those coming up. We'll get to that. Also, and you can give other shows cards from the deck of inspiration. Or hopefully we can give cards from the deck of uninspiration soon. That's what I'm...
Yeah, you need to make that as system agnostic as possible so we can use it.
That's the next one. That's the next Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on your next check.
Let's see here. We have friends that we love. Birds of Paradise, first and foremost, the official dice of the Great Dane Society. Nobody's going to use the Parrot Shark dice?
I'm afraid of them.
Yeah, they
roll well.
So they rolled really randomly last
We have
time,
these
so I'm not.
beautiful Parrot Shark dice. Look at that.
Get out of my
work.
camera, sir.
Look at that camera work. Ooh, right
Get out
in the
of my
box.
camera.
Over me.
That Andrea of the Burbs made out of my silly, dumb little joke. Dice have been created. There are 2 sets I have one of them, and Tiana's going to roll the other one. They've rolled really well for me.
Until I roll a fumble, and then I'm going to give them to Thomas.
Nice. And so these are the prototype ones, and already refining this version for production.
Yeah, it's very
Are you
exciting.
About opaque and
Yeah, there's a
all
bit
sorts
of opaque in it, and then something inside of it. Tentacles, maybe.
It's... Ooh. Don't get canceled. Don't get canceled. You can only have one. The Birds of Paradise, fabulous, amazing dice, and we have a code with them that is chaotic 20.
Chaotic.
Just chaotic.
Just chaotic.
It's chaotic.
When the good news is we have a code with them. The bad news is she currently has no dice because she has sold them all, which is fantastic. Birds of Paradise are going to be showing up in retail stores around Northern California, which is super cool. They may already be there. We don't know. And so Andrea is working like crazy to get more dice to get out here to sell to you nice folks. So when you get a chance, when there's more dice, get your Birds of Paradise. We also have a great friend in Nord Games who makes wonderful ways to not give TSR any money. Wizards of the Coast, sorry.
Also don't give TSR any money.
Especially don't
Especially
give
not
TSR
that.
any money.
Jeez.
But did not give Wizards any. That's how old I am. I'm a grognard. So they give you ways to get. They have great books. They have their settlements book that many of the Quests and Chaos folks wrote for. They've got weird twists on monsters. So if you want to not have your player, if you want your players to be like, oh, it's a goblin, no problem, and all of a sudden this goblin is like the James Bond of goblins or something, you're good. So Nord Games will help you that. We have a code with Nord Games, and also I guess this month, right? We have
Monday will be
Monday.
the official announcement.
So look for some exciting news Monday from our friends Nord Games. Is that all of our friends? Do we have any more friends? Hero Forge, that's right. We have a Hero Forge link, bit.ly/QNC Hero Forge, and you can make models. We should post the models of all of our characters on there so people can print out our models, and
That'd be interesting.
you can have your own Hofong tiger.
I come with a tie.
Not yours. You can have a tie.
Somebody else's tie.
Which limb is it attached to?
Yeah.
So you can go on Hero Forge, and if you get a mini made, you kick us a little something, which we appreciate. And you get a cool mini. It's still astounding. I get in a time machine. I go back to 80s me, and sure, telling 80s me about the internet would blow my mind. But if you told 80s me that I could make a miniature of my very first D&D character and describe it completely and not have to go to the store and be like, well, this is kind of like him. I'll paint it so it looks like it. But exactly like what I thought Gordon Merrill looked like, 80s me would have a conniption. Gordon Merrill was the name of my first D&D character.
Oh, good lord.
Have you ever made him in Hero Forge?
No.
You should. And post a picture.
Is he a doctor now? How old is Gordon now?
Well, let's see. I'm 50, so he's getting on there. But Hero Forge, awesome, super cool. We have some patron bits from our patron friends. We don't have some. We have
A lot.
Technical term, a buttload. Starting. So these bits are one use, but you get them all month. So you have these for the whole month. We have 6 Slithy bits. Slithy
Wow.
Tove apparently doesn't care about the other shows. So here's everything for you guys. 6 of these things. I'm not gonna
I was gonna say, if you
Yeah.
throw those, you
gonna
might
hurt.
break a cup. Ooh, that's pretty.
Then we have, the one I'm saving for last. We all know the one I'm saving. We have 2 Squeal bits from our buddy Squeal the Bard. I enjoy the fact that Thomas managed to spell Squeal 2 different ways in one sentence.
Spell check took care of one of those.
Yeah.
It spelled it wrong.
Squeal the Bard, thank you so much for these 2 bits for the party. And then Genspiration. I mean, come on. Like, let's think of some. I'm gonna right now. Like, you could call these the genuine article. You could, you could.
Gen up something.
There you go. See, yeah. It's Genspiration. You know what?
Sorry, that was good.
It was, yeah. That was not a fake laugh.
I like Dr.
I know
Jordan
his fake
better.
laugh. I hear it a lot. Genspiration is what happens when Jen goes to like spin class.
No, you lose all your bits.
I don't have any. But we have 2 Genspiration.
Yeah.
By the way,
Good.
Amy prefers Genspiration.
Yeah, I do actually.
Same.
With a little strawberry tonic.
And I think we go.
Do we have any real bits?
I don't know if I
No, that is not up to date.
yeah, let's not look
Did
at
you
that.
have real bits or no?
I do have real bits.
All
I'm
right.
going to be.
It's time for Thomas to do math.
We're going to start off, and you have your bit box
I do.
there. I like
looking
to
for
do.
cups.
I like to do some bit boxing every now and then.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
Man. I'm going to give you Genspiration for that.
We have Omega Mercy 12 with 1,000 bits to keep Gwendolyn as uncorrupted as possible.
What?
Or give the kid some dynamite.
Let's corrupt her.
Whatever.
again.
Oh,
Wow.
I was robbed.
Wow.
I was robbed.
Thomas, hold this.
Hold on. I'm just going to do that.
I'm gonna hide this one behind that
I was
one.
robbed. Oh,
We then have Tamago.
Wait a minute,
what?
can we clip that and put it in slow
I want
motion?
slow-mo, yeah. I
Yes.
want slow-mo on there. You have to accentuate the sound, the ting.
We then have Tamago Tora to see some pushed rolls and luck spending. So that you should spend some luck.
That's
All
right
right,
over
is
there.
that, how many bits is that?
That's 500
I
bits.
have no,
This is conditional.
I have no luck to spend. Don't
First
look at
person
me.
to push a roll or spend luck. Is that
All
right?
right.
That's
I
right.
forgot that
I'm
you
there.
can push rolls and bad things will happen if you don't make them. What are my lowest skills?
On there.
Look for the most dangerous skill.
We then have Brevis Slump with 2,500 bits.
I have to
Does that
do
say
math here.
penis?
Bravado.
Take my pennies, Ezra,
Okay.
and some extra pennies. So those go to you.
Wow, all right.
That's 5 to you.
That is amazing. Thank you so much.
Dang.
Beavis. Brevis? Bevis?
Brevis Slump.
It says Beavis up there.
Yeah, again, that's,
You said pennies.
we did get 100 bits from Odysseus.
Thank you,
To
Odysseus.
finish that out, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that was, yes.
So there was
to fin-
2,400, and then that was to finish that
Awesome.
out. I
That
think.
finishes
Well,
what-
thank you,
that is
Odysseus.
correct.
You know what? I will use that one. The one that Odysseus kicked in for.
So you say.
I'll actually use that.
So you say.
Odysseus, get your GPS fixed. That's all I ask.
Nice.
I'm just going to look through here.
All right, Thomas is doing a quick scan to make sure we. Thank you so much for all the bits. It's ridiculous and wonderful. It breaks the game in ways that always amuse and surprise me.
Sorry, it's a good one. J Matthews 85 with 1,000 bits for his second favorite Twitch keeper. Oh, and he says, "Just kidding, Ezra. You know he's his number one."
Oh, I thought I was thinking like because for me like I'm my favorite Twitch keeper, but then it would be like Jay Matthews and then Keeper Cup and a couple other people. But always put yourself first, Jay Matthews.
So that's 1,000 bits to you.
To me, Jiminy Christmas.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to use some
Wipe
bits
the
this
stack
time.
over there.
It's a good thing this is a shopping episode.
We then have, oh no, not this name again. Me Papal. Me Papal. Me Papal.
Pope is still watching. Yeah, the Pope is a return viewer.
Don't you have better things to do?
Your Holiness,
Me
That is-
Pebble.
as a
Me
Jew,
Papal,
I'd like to say thank you.
That's 500 bits to the players.
Well, very nice. Oh man. Oh.
Got it right under my wrist, though. I didn't move that.
Just scrolling through one more time. The Dead Boy 42. 500 bits for July.
Julie.
That's, hold on, let me see. Did I spell it right? Okay. Because that was me.
Last time, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dead Boy.
What?
I fixed the intro, but did I export it? Uh-oh.
Let's find
Well,
out.
we'll find out.
We will find out.
It's been a really long day today.
It's been a
much
long week.
recording
So
that to
we
do.
have
I'm not-
any more?
Yo, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
yeah. the Deadwood 42, 500 because creative people with little hair have to stand together.
That's clearly for you, Ezra.
I'm guessing that. Wait a minute. I've seen his beard, man. He does not have a little bit of hair.
I don't. Andrea the Burbs with 500 bits to G to put something slimy in another player's bed.
Jeez, Louise.
What?
I
That is that is disturbingly specific.
Yeah. I know. What? Okay.
That is alarmingly specific. As if it's almost like did you? I don't think you did any of that last time.
Yeah, I'm trying to
No.
think. I mean, I guess
Oh.
go get a bag of leeches.
I was thinking just like
They're readily
sardine.
available.
Yeah, or a wet noodle.
Also
go.
readily available.
Ramen.
All right, and then we have
Oh, geez, more.
Yep.
Noodles.
1,000 bits from Psycho Sin _. Because I'm very literal in my pronunciation.
Is the underscore psycho underscore sin?
No,
or
psycho sin underscore.
Oh, wow.
You know, 1,000 bits for the random new guy who stumbled upon your podcast and is enjoying it
So
very
that's
much.
Nick, I guess.
Well,
So thank you and welcome.
That's
Welcome.
great.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
welcome.
listening to the podcast.
I'm going to give these to the players.
If it's not specified,
All right.
it's for us.
Yes. And I also got some good clarification.
Oh.
Meat Papel is actually Meat Apple.
Oh, meeple.
Meat Apple.
Meat apple.
It's like
Meat
meatball and
Yeah, it's
apple.
like a meat. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Meat
and
Meat apple.
like you get an apple corer and then you make a meat apple meatballs out of it. Nah, I think that's a lot of work.
I've
Oh,
watched,
we gotta get some googly eyes.
you know, there are few things in life as entertaining as watching Thomas think in real time. Because he actually does the head cock thing where it's like, huh? Oh.
And you can watch his eyes track back and forth as he's pinning different things together on his mental red string board.
Well, that is ridiculous. You are all fantastic. I'm going to steal. So, Phaedra, who's the keeper of the very awesome Stars Are Right podcast, ends every episode by telling all the players and the audience, you've all been the best, which is a lot cooler in her accent. She's got this really neat Greek accent. But you have all been the best. This is awesome. This these bits will make a difference for these players, so we really appreciate it. We have a full look. I've said before that we have a full week of entertainment, but this is like sweeps week. This is like, Ed Begley Jr. on the Love Boat week. This is going to be big. Starting Monday, it's back. Natural One here in the studio, and I'll tell you, one of the reasons that we're late is today we got to see something really cool. We got to see the preview as it was being recorded for the new season of Nat 1. Bo was in here doing some audio work. Some other people some surprise people who I won't name were in here doing some audio work for a little preview that will be a summary of the first season. So you can just listen to that. If you're new to Nat 1, it can be imposing to go like, I have to go watch 40 episodes to get caught up. You can listen to this, and it'll get you to where you need to be to start with us on Monday. So Monday, Natural One, Season 2, it's probably going to be good, is my guess.
And keep an eye on the podcast feed. I'm going to be working very hard over the next day and a half or so to try and get the Natural One preview up on the podcast feed. So keep an eye on that.
Nice. Then Tuesday, the Chaos Agents will be back doing their thing, whatever that is. Do you guys cook still? Was that a thing?
We did finally get to Port Thoria.
All right,
So
it's
that's
in
a
the
start.
name.
Yeah.
I hear somebody's going to die there.
Someone's already dead. We're just figuring out that it was a murder instead of natural causes.
Well, there we
As
go.
usual, they show up late.
Yeah.
Well, we show up 5 minutes late.
Wait,
at
someone's
Starbucks.
already dead? Well, our work here is done. All right. That's when you just leave. So Tuesday, Chaos Agents here in the studio. And then Wednesday, a new episode of the Redacted Reports drops. There's, I'm sure, crazy red string stuff going on with that. And by the way, Tiana today started a new section of the Discord. You should get on our Discord. It's awesome. If you like any of the shows, I posted a map that of the journey of the travels that the players are going to be taking in this game. We post some extras in there, but the Redacted Report started a new board where you can go in and you can throw in all your crazy theories without having to worry about redacting everything. Although, really, I think people like the redacting.
Well, they do, but also I wanted to have a space where it's like, if you're not caught up, do not come in here. There's a lot of theorizing happening.
There's a sock on the doorknob, so just if you're not, don't go in there. So get in our Discord and check that out. And then we are back on Saturday here because we've got nowhere else to go. Is the sad truth.
And hopefully with the same characters, because, we might go insane.
It's true. It's true. Last but not least, 2 quick little updates to last week. There is right now an itch.io bundle of 490 tabletop role-playing games, many of them micro games and stuff, and all of the proceeds are going to support 2 trans-positive charities in Texas that are supporting trans kids in Texas. One is for Latinx trans people in Texas, and the other is, I think it's Equality Texas. But so you pay what you want for this bundle, and everything that you pay goes to support trans kids in Texas, which is outstanding. They are already more than halfway. Their goal is $200,000, and they already have, I think, 120 as of today.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
And thank you, Lady Bedivere, for dropping the link into the chat.
Great, yeah. It is, there's 490 of them. There's going to be something in there for everybody, but I'm going to recommend one here because it's outstanding and because one people that I know and love worked on it. Thirsty Sword Lesbians is outstanding. It's a hilarious game. It's got some really interesting mechanics in it, and great people wrote for that. Morgan wrote for that. My buddy Brianna wrote for that. Just all sorts of great people wrote for that. It's fantastic. So pick up that bundle. You're going to get 490 games. Some of them are even like solo journaling games, which I think is a new, a weird world that is coming up that I think is really cool. Jiang Shin does a lot of really interesting stuff around solo journaling games. And then Chaosium, who makes Call of Cthulhu, is running a special for the first 2 weeks of March. They have a book called Does Love Forgive? And it's a book of scenarios, and all of the scenarios in this book are 2-player, 1 keeper, 1 player.
Oh, cool.
And they all revolve around love. And so for 2 weeks, that book is pay what you want, and whatever you pay, that money goes to you support refugees in the Ukraine, which is fantastic. So there's a couple ways that you can help out with places that are having horrible things happen and get some cool TTRPG stuff. So that is very nice. All right, that was a lot of announcements. Sorry. Did I have a catchphrase to take us to the video?
Something about, are we going to die?
6:41. That might be our longest.
We did start like 17 minutes.
Let's talk about movies. Everything's fine. Watch this video. Coming back in back. You see the high production values that we've... hello, Internet friends. Welcome to Last Call of Cthulhu.
Nope.
We're starting
Last
again?
Call
Yeah,
of
but no. Oh, right. No.
Oh my god,
No,
did we
it just
time
feels
warp?
like it should be the post-game show.
This game was
And
great.
you missed the whole show.
Wow.
My character is a millionaire. He's now 25.
Oh God, G's a Euro trash.
Oh God, he would be too.
So, welcome to Call of Cthulhu with Quests and Chaos. We're glad you're here. We are going to dive right in because things are going crazy. But I do want to start just very quickly. We start every episode highlighting a Swana content creator. And I've talked about this show on post-game shows and Swords and Sages a lot, but I want to highlight GM Connie Chang, who runs Transplanar. Connie, the way they run a table is fantastic. Like, if you want to see D&D 5e combat that is fast, cinematic, and fun, watch Transplanar. They do just a great job, and it the characters pull you in right away. Again, it's a little like romance heavy for me. Like all of there's a joke in the show that every bad guy is like, do we want to kill him? Do we want to sleep with him? We're not sure. Which, not my shtick. Nobody wants to sleep with Edward Gavigan. But who, by the way, here's a little inside thing. I wanted this, probably this is for the post game show. Originally, Gavigan was going to have Ted's voice, but Thomas didn't want Ted because I was going to mock the Ted being the omnipresent NPC. All right. So last time we had sort of our prologue adventure where they went into a haunted house and found out that there was a Jiangshi, a hopping vampire in there that was a professor from Peking University, who I learned why it's called Peking. Peking is an entirely Western construct that is how English people thought Chinese people were saying Beijing because of the Beijing accent. It sounded to them like they were saying Peking. And so that's why they started calling it Peking.
So it's always been Beijing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Beijing has been the imperial capital since 1200. And it has been the capital of China for millennia, literally millennia almost. Literally. You went out to this house and you found this creepy professor who was in various states of death and had made a zombie somehow. And you collected a bunch of materials, including a wood carving and some books. And you then left. You told a poor soldier that he should burn that house, and you left the vampire locked in the basement.
No, did we? We didn't.
No, we didn't burn anything.
We didn't burn it.
No, you told the soldier that they should burn that house.
Oh, that they should.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just probably friendly advice. Who did that? That wasn't me, was it?
I don't know.
I think Pops wanted to retroactively.
Yeah.
My
Burn
answer
it
is
down.
almost always burn it down.
Because I think the soldier was more focused on.
Well, he's
thing.
sad about his
Yeah.
poor buddy.
Yeah.
The fact that he shot his poor friend. Yes.
Yes, sad is the right word for that.
He was dedefinitely a little upset about that. But so you returned to the university and you turned in the stuff that you got, and the president of the university, whose name I've already forgotten because I am so good at this, Wang and Lei, I think it is.
Frank Sinatra.
I wish.
Wing Lei.
Yeah. He is thrilled with the work that you've done. He is very happy, and he says, you have done. This was great. You've done wonderfully. So why don't you all come as my guests? In 2 days, there's going to be a presentation by a noted scholar, Mr. Sofian Bazaz-Wayne. And it's going to be, here, and I'll give you the invite. And so he hands each of you, including, he looks at G for a minute, and he's like, we don't normally allow children, but as long as you'll behave.
I just look around like, who are you talking to?
So the China Lecture Association invites you to a long road to travel From Srinagar to Sion, in the footsteps of my forebears. A presentation by Mr. Sophian Bazaz-Wayne. Thursday, September 20th, 1923, in Examination Hall number 5. Please note, formal dress is not required, although there will be a cocktail reception in the foyer both before and after the presentation. So each of you gets that invite, and that's 2 days from now. So you sort of have 2 days to bum around the city if you want, or, actually do your job in some cases. Crazy idea. And you all agree that you're going to go out for dinner before the presentation. And the president is like, well, yes, I know, let me take care of your dinner for you, because I know Mr. Lee, who runs, see, this is why I want a book instead of a PDF, who runs the restaurant that is called, Juan, and it is the originator of the world famous Peking duck. And so I'd like to, and I of course will be busy helping prepare for this, but please enjoy that meal as my thank you.
Oh, how wonderful.
Of course. And he'll give you the address of the restaurant. It is a nice, easy streetcar ride away from the university. Is anybody over those 2 days? Any wounds you've taken will be taken care of.
Oh,
Did we?
I don't think any.
If you were my character sheet, where do you think you would be?
If you had 649.
So I was down to 4 hit points out of 11. Do I get all of those?
Yeah, you'll get them all back.
Brilliant, thank you.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
I took some serious damage.
Yeah, if this plate bruising doesn't heal over the next couple of days, I'm going to see a doctor.
Hey, look at that. You found
If only
it.
you had a doctor. If only,
Yeah.
if
I was
only you knew a
surprised
good
as anyone
doctor.
that I
He
knew.
only helps if you have STDs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I put it
No,
over
I
there.
don't have syphilis.
Sorry.
I'm gonna steal a waiter's outfit so that I have what I think is a fancy suit, but actually I just look like a waiter.
Sure. You sneak out and you steal a. It's a little like sure. It's a one of the porters from the. Okay. And so the 2 days will pass with you do your jobs, that sort of thing. You can you do. It is it's September in Beijing, so it's just starting to get that fall feeling in the air, but it's very dry. Beijing is on a huge plain, just thousands of miles of plain with mountains and the Great Wall of China to the north. And so it's kind of, the wind comes in and sort of hits, then goes up into the mountains. So it can be very windy, and there's a lot of sandstorms and things like that. But it's pretty mild until winter starts. And so anybody have anything you want to do in those 2 days?
I'll be studying the notes that I took in my journal about all the papers and things.
Sure, yeah. There are, so there were references to, what was the name of the town? There was reference to that Kali Yuga, which was a, and make me a library use.
Oh, no, I just missed.
Okay. Well, so you are able to find out that you could spend. Would you like to push it or spend luck or something?
Get
Yeah,
that
there's a bit.
conditional.
Yeah, there's a
You
bid
gotta
for it.
push it.
Now, I don't want to push it. I do spend luck because that's where I'm at.
Sure.
I do. So I
right.
I can spend 2 luck.
Okay, so you spend 2 luck, so Kali Yuga is part of a Buddhist cycle that talks about, depending on where you read, Some of them say every 2,000 years this cycle happens. Some of them just say indeterminate amount of time. But there's a cycle of life that sort of goes big chunk of golden age where everything's great, and then things get bad, and then the world ends. But because it's Buddhism, the world comes back. And so the Kali Yuga is the period when Kali, the goddess of death, is is bringing the destruction of the world so that it may all be reborn. And so that's the thing that you sort of are able to find a lot of information about.
Interesting.
Well, outside of my job, I'll probably be following up with that soldier to give an alibi.
Nice.
To corroborate that.
Nice. All right. Yeah, you can find that guy, and he's very appreciative that you sort of put in a word for him and sort of give him some backup. He really appreciates that, and you gain 3 luck. Woohoo! For doing a solid for another person.
I'm gonna try to get to 100.
Dimitri is going to, it's been gnawing at him. He's gonna go and find a way to check in on the house and make sure that it's been taken care of.
Huh. Okay.
You really want to teach out characters this early?
So you
You want to do this alone, right?
Yeah.
so you're driving out to the house?
As opposed to just calling.
Or are you gonna tell the
Connections.
you could tell this guy, hey, you should really burn that place or something?
Or I mean, if we could go back out there too. I'm just saying, if you're gonna go check out the house by
This
yourself,
is gonna become a side quest.
Well, I mean, it is.
Rent a plane.
I mean, so I'll,
I have expressed interest in
blend.
it, but I was waiting for the dinner for everyone to be there to ask questions about what happened down below.
okay, so I think at a certain point, whenever I saw Tiger,
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh, a Tiger, let's, I don't know. Anyway,
You have so many names.
how would you like to go to a haunted house?
Are you crazy, Dr. Pops?
Well, this isn't creepy at all.
The same haunted house that we were just at.
No. I didn't want to go the first time, but you gave me money the first time.
Okay, I'll go find Eugene then.
Did you find me?
Yeah, let's go burn down a house.
Let's go burn down a house.
Tuesday, 2 o'clock.
What?
No.
What's down there?
Oh, you don't know.
You're right.
What did you see? Why would we burn it down? I mean, doesn't it just need to be consecrated or something?
Perhaps. It is definitely. There is an evil spirit in the place, who we have locked into a secure room in the basement. We've destroyed some of his organs.
Wait. But no, how did you lock a spirit in the basement, and how did you destroy a spirit's organs?
The reason
you're glossing over a lot here.
Yes, the reason I call it a spirit is that it jumped to different bodies. Like the dead body on the gurney, it jumped into that and it rose up from the body bag. And then I believe it also possessed the soldier outside.
Yeah, I saw that.
But then, and then when it went back into the body, the dead body, it couldn't transition out because the body bag was zipped up, closed. So we definitely don't want to open the body bag. Maybe we just want to leave it alone.
Body bags keep spirits. Do we just want to dig a hole and put the body bag in the hole? It doesn't seem like burning a house.
Then we don't have to burn the house down.
Yeah, it seems.
But you do have to pull it
Scream.
out of the secure room.
But it's in a body bag.
It was.
I mean, I don't think we'd be able to get the same guard to go with us.
I don't. The more I think of this, the more I wonder if maybe we should just leave it alone.
Well,
Someone else is gonna die if they go there. That's the only downside.
but if we go there, potentially no one will die. We can just dig a hole, deep hole, throw it in the in the hole, throw it in the hole, and then bury the hole. Put some rocks.
We definitely should hire Tiger to help us dig a hole. Tiger does things for money.
Except,
I don't know
except
if
going
hole
haunted
digging
houses.
is one of them.
I'm a private dancer.
I know.
You're digging your own hole right now,
Yeah.
sir.
I know getting sandwiches is one of them. Getting my dry cleaning.
Well, how about I go check up with the guard at some point and see if maybe can offer to get someone to go with us and we can go.
I wonder if I wonder if Helen or Gwendolyn.
I mean, they help deal with the thing, right?
Yes, I'm wondering if they have uncovered anything in their research that might further explain what happened.
Do we want to?
Maybe maybe we should just go to dinner and then.
Well, when's I'm out of like how many days is it? Dinner
This is like a day
tomorrow,
till
or-
dinner's tomorrow.
Well, then yeah. Well, let's do dinner. We can probably not the best dinner topic, but we can go over it there, and then we can plan something.
Yeah. Okay. Very very good.
All right.
But this thing,
It was very chaotic down there.
you destroyed its organs.
And loud.
You know what?
yes.
I'll wait for dinner to ask about destroying the ghost organs.
Interesting. So after I had, so the organs were in jars, and I had smashed the jars on the ground.
Ghostly organs were.
Oh, the dead man's organs.
dead man's. Okay.
And after I had actually destroyed them, I realized that they were actually positioned in a very specific manner on the floor. Maybe some sort of
Do you remember?
ritual. I think I do. I could draw it out.
Okay.
Why do you?
Well, no, it's a very curious the places where the realms of rebirth overlap. They don't. Usually, it's not. I haven't heard anything that extreme before.
Very insightful for the maintenance
Oh, well,
staff.
it's no, it's just.
Do you have a?
I've done a little studying into Buddhism.
Oh, very interesting.
He's the cool janitor.
Hello, fellow kids.
Ow.
So you all make your way. Most of you probably take a tram. You could also take a rickshaw. There are still thousands of rickshaws rolling all over Beijing, but as cars become more popular, rickshawing is becoming more and more dangerous. But so you make your way the next night to Quanzhou. You probably dress up a little. You're gonna get put to work
Yeah,
at the restaurant.
they're gonna confuse me. I'll be like, no, I sit at that table.
I mean, as soon as one of us sees you, we'll be like, no, here, put this on, like a scarf or something. Get rid of the bow tie. And
So I'm wearing a black pair of pants, a white collared shirt, a little red those
Half jacket, like a
Yeah.
vest kind of thing.
and a scarf.
And now a
I
scarf.
am
They took-
fancy.
They took the bow tie off and they put a scarf on.
I mean, well,
Very nice.
anything I have is going to be too big. So
Did you
no,
did you
I-
take that vest off a monkey?
No, I can learn
I will
tiger
give it back to
scarf.
him later.
Fine. I'll learn tiger scarf.
There we go. All right, yeah. So you've got a lovely scarf on as well. Beijing is chaos. It is noisy. There are smells of wonderful and awful things assaulting you everywhere, simultaneously pungent and spicy and just bad. All sorts of it's especially the farther you get away from the foreign quarter as you are heading into the town proper. It's this is kind of exciting because you don't normally go this far away from town.
I
And
don't know where I eat.
well, fair point.
I was going to say, I eat in the university dumpster because you people
Free
have
food.
you people have the cleanest garbage.
That's a long quote. It's a
I like
long
that.
quote.
I do like it.
It's just you people have the cleanest garbage.
There
That's
it
the
is.
only
Yeah.
part of the quote.
Yeah. That was all I was writing down. Continuing the Amy is a raccoon.
And on the flip side, Gwendolyn has a perfumed handkerchief that she'll occasionally put over her nose.
Yeah, it is. It is. I used to live in New Orleans for a while, and my bus connection to the school that I taught at was on the edge of the French Quarter, and so I'd get off my first bus, and I'd be standing at the edge of the French Quarter at like 5:30 in the morning. And the smells that came, and the people that would come staggering out of the quarter at 5:30 in the morning were,
Top form.
you should, yeah.
Top form.
That was the peak of humanity right there. And there are food stalls everywhere, but you make it to I mispronounced the name Quanjou, and they have a table ready for you, and so it is banquet style. There's a lazy Susan on the table, and there's just this is a traditional 5-course Chinese meal, and so there's a soup brought. It is shark fin soup. And there, you don't want to think about where the sharks came from because Beijing is pretty far away from the coast. There is a series of then there's a rice dish, a fish dish. There's just a whole fried fish is brought, and sort of the guy will cut it up for you. There are dumplings that are brought that are lovely, and then the masterpiece, the Peking duck. And you all share one duck, and it is fantastic.
Which course are we talking about? Ghost organs.
Whichever one you choose.
Fish.
Yeah.
Probably
I
the
mean,
fish.
the soup. It's got to be the. You start
It
with the
sounds
soup.
like appetizer
Yeah,
talk.
feels,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
feels like a rice.
Before the food coma sits in.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can, as you're eating,
Yeah. What?
role play. We got to get Thomas that shirt.
We do.
So I apologize if this isn't appropriate, but now that we're all together, what happened down there? I heard something about smashing ghost organs. It's in a bag. A ghost is in a bag
Are
and
there
you can't
people
get out.
like tables next
If
to
you're
us?
speaking in English, you're pretty sure nobody's.
Got it. Okay. Just
You're the only white people in this restaurant.
I'm sure we've gotten some
No
interesting
offense,
looks.
Everybody thinks I'm a waiter. I'm already offended.
Yeah, at least once a guy comes and goes, hey, why are you sitting there? Come on,
I shout him. This is our waiter.
get your own.
Got like a chicken leg hanging out of my mouth. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Right.
We paid good money for this one.
yes.
So changing the subject.
Wrap
You
up.
know
Less
it's a-
disgusting subject.
You know it's a classy restaurant when it's BYOW.
Yes, there was rather a lot that happened down there, and I've been trying very hard to forget most of it.
I got to hit somebody with a book. That was
Somebody. I looked between both
I
of you.
think I think I described the entity down there as a spirit to Eugene, and that sort of confused
took over bodies,
him.
and then so we would deal with the bodies. But then the doctor started smashing the jars of organs, and that seemed to knock it out.
It definitely weakened it.
Yes.
There was a fellow, or at least a body down there, that was in a wheelchair, and it was, Oh, have you heard the stories of what was the name of it?
Jiangxi.
Of the Zhongxi?
Like
You can make it
clang.
an,
Like everything
you can
on
make it
my-
a cult roll.
Yeah.
Does anyone around us hear the word Zhangxi?
I say it very quietly.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a all of a sudden there's like a the record scratch.
Just get the most innocent, English girl look.
Just say it with a heavy English accent.
Yeah.
Hard success.
Jang Chi.
Kong Chi.
So yeah, you've heard about the hopping vamp. It's the Chinese version of the vampire story, but they hop is the sort of the bit, and they are often haunting, for lack of a better word, relatives they're connected to their previous lives.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar.
Yes, it was probably something very much like that. Yes, it was incredibly unpleasant. I think that might be the best way the kindest way to put it.
We were worried about leaving it down there, but
Yeah,
wanted to
that's-
leave at that point. We had the books that we needed. We had the papers. We needed to go.
And the wood carving.
And the wood carving. Yes, the wood carving.
Yeah, Pops brought up that if someone else goes down there, opens the bag, it might not end well for them. And we were talking about maybe going back, digging a hole, and putting it in there so someone couldn't stumble across it.
So it was. The house was a ways out of everything, right?
Yeah, you were at least an hour out of Beijing.
Someone would have to
Need
be.
to make accommodations.
Well, my thought is more that I can't think of any other reason why anyone else would go out there. We've already gotten everything the university wanted,
Right.
and he didn't really have anyone else that he was connected to, as far as I can tell. So,
I left my wallet out there.
sorry.
No,
I mean, there-
there's
could
a
be-
reason if we need an excuse, but I could probably I could
so
probably
the-
arrange something.
Well, I'm just saying that perhaps it's better to leave it so that the house just falls in on itself. Because why would anyone else want to go there?
I mean,
Perfectly good house.
Yeah, perfectly good house, and there are bandits out there. I mean, we had to have hired military.
Well, then bandits get what they deserve.
Well, that's not the concern though. If this thing goes into a bandit and then gets out, there's
Oh,
Well, it did seem to be relatively well contained down into the basement.
but if somebody goes down there and wants to
Relatively.
steal from the dead body,
Steal what?
it could have wallet. It could have. Oh, if they touch it, they could. Oh.
I mean, perhaps there's something in the lore or the literature that will allow us to dispose of it permanently.
You could
I mean,
do.
I made a hard
I would
success.
love to
So
look
you
up
got a
on
hard
the little-
success. You know, they're not big fans of salt,
Oh yeah.
and so often soy sauce is actually
So I take
I
the
saw- I
bottle of
was
soy
like-
sauce off the thing and put it in the.
Bring
Alright.
out a barrel
low
of the soy
sodium.
sauce.
No,
Just throw it across the
my
room.
heart says thank you, but my head says.
In 1920, low sodium anything?
Yeah. We just have to be salty.
So yeah, they're soy sauce is sort of the
Garlic too.
well, it's the folk. Yeah, exactly. It's the folklore.
Okay.
But your idea of burying it, but then there's still some organs left. We didn't squish all of them.
Pour soy sauce in the jars.
Oh, did I smash all of them, or did I not get to all
You
of
didn't.
them?
I mean, you sort of were hurrying.
Yeah. Okay.
So you think you kicked over most of them, and you crushed a bunch of
okay.
them.
Okay.
I mean, and you definitely impacted that thing greatly. Like it kept saying, "I can't see" and all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it
But it's
just
still talking.
it seems like
Were there eyes that were in the jars?
Yeah, you definitely noticed. You crushed some eyes.
Yikes.
Okay.
Look,
And then
Thanks forever.
I also take out the drawing of the pattern.
okay.
It kind of showed, and I
Anybody
believe
who wants
this
to can
is.
make an occult roll
let's see.
as you look
Okay,
at this.
all right, I'll take a look.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
No.
No.
I have a 5 and a cold. I'm not going to
All
bother.
right, yeah. This is the ravings of a madman. Unfortunately, in this case, the madman is with you.
Can I check feng shui though to see if the arrangement?
Oh,
yeah.
so yeah, actually, that is very. Yeah, make the roll.
I mean, I feel cheating.
No.
That's great, great.
Oh, definitely no.
All right,
No,
yeah,
This
this-
is all backwards. This is.
You could just spend an
Yeah.
inspiration.
You've got all sort. Well, use the ones that don't get.
Yeah.
Use the
I mean,
good
I-
ones first.
I mean, this
You-
seems
you-
like it's
you have-
worth wasting.
All right,
you have to
inspiration.
do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, don't have to use the wood.
I just tossed it.
I might even want to use non-curse
Knuckle.
dice, but nope.
All right,
Ah,
that's where we land.
But I did
You
better.
could push it.
For that one.
You know what?
Push it real good.
I'm gonna start mapping out.
All right, yeah. He
laying
takes your
things
drawing
down.
and he starts writing. He's making notes
Putting
on it.
notes.
And
I just want to turn it around the other way. He's like, this is all wrong, and then spin it around.
Wait, hold on. So here's the thing. When you walked into the room, what was it? Show me the arrangement from the entry to the room.
there you go. There you
Because
go.
Make the roll.
otherwise I'm getting this all. Okay, yeah. Regular success.
All right, so yeah, he
No, no, hard success.
That's ours
Feng shui.
now.
It's ours now. Well,
Yeah, it's his.
It's his.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Well, did I toss one in, or someone else toss
I
one?
We tossed one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, once you get where the door is from him, that really helps kind of align things. And what you see is that this was definitely arranged in such a way as to garner as much chi as possible.
All right. Wow. So now I know how to arrange my room to get maximum chi. I just need some organ
You need
donuts.
I just need a lot of organs.
They don't have to be human, right?
I like. Do you say that out loud? Because I hand you like the duck liver.
Say if the whole fried fish shows up. Have they gutted this yet? Because I could.
I was like, here's your eyeballs.
There's I've been listening to this Warhammer actual play, and one of the characters has what he unfortunately calls his wet bag. And he just collects pieces of everything in that bag, and it's this awful, like, what is going on in that bag is a terrible thought.
fermenting.
Didn't Ruckus have a head in a bag for a while?
No, he had a head hanging off of his
Taxidermied
belt.
head, yeah.
God, that reminds me of like the first game I worked on where you were constantly, all the bad guys would drop heads as trophies that you bring back, and we were joking how we'd have to like complete a quest, but we've already killed all these people, and so like, I need you to bring me back the head of, is this the one? No, is this it?
Is this the guy?
How about this guy?
Like, what is he doing with all those heads? Is he building like a throne of skulls? What is he?
Oh no, this is just like, I need proof that you
Yeah.
took this guy out. It's like, what a psychopath your character must seem. Just got a bag full of heads. Tell me which one's the right one.
We're working on the swag throne.
Better.
Clearly.
That is not what you...
Better one or two? So you're talking over dinner and having a lovely meal, and you realize that time has gotten away from you. You are
It's a sake.
perilously close to. There's.
I know.
Oh God, what's it called?
Yeah.
There's some
There's-
Qingdao.
There, yeah,
Thank you.
Drink some
Thank you.
beer.
there's a horrible fire whiskey. That is what is like the sort of alliteration that is like turpentine, but
After the first 5 shots, it starts to mellow
the
out. a
edge
little
really
bit.
comes
Yeah.
off. So you've enjoyed this has been a great meal, but you realize that you're going to kind of have to hurry to get.
We're not out of town, right?
No, you're in town, but
Okay.
you took a tram here, so it's going to be you were probably
I took
20
a
minutes.
rickshaw. I found a
Yeah, me
a
too.
small
Yeah, okay.
one and,
Rickshaw will take a little longer. Or, I mean, depending on traffic, could be faster. But so you realize that you're going to need to sort of hurry to make it back in time for the start of the presentation.
Oh, yes.
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 Oh, we're supposed to be...
Oh, we missed the cocktail party.
Oh, let's get a move on.
There
the
is
cocktail
also
party was after that.
there are going to be drinks before and after.
Before and after.
All right.
Excellent.
Excellent. Reception.
Our academics would know that usually the presenter goes to the one after.
Yeah. So you can ply them with
Ply
drinks
them,
and
yes.
chat.
Right. And also because before they're like practicing, that sort of thing. So, you guys will head out. Everybody make me a POW roll.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
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 Wow. We're
Yeah.
going to get, all right, everybody makes it.
Do you need me to fail? I'll re-roll.
No.
But you have to use inspiration.
It's tempting.
You said you were gonna use inspiration.
I'll use this inspiration just to make Nick fail rolls. So you all, as you are making your way back to the university, there's not a 6-person rickshaw, unfortunately, 5-person rickshaw. So I don't get to go. So you get on the tram, and all of a sudden the tram, like the electricity fails on the tram, and you're sitting in the dark. And as you're sitting in the dark, simultaneously, you all have the feeling that you are being watched.
Well, I know I feel like I'm being watched because I think everyone turned towards me for like...
Yeah. Why
finish this?
why is the electricity out?
I mean, is this one of the... It's like a cable
Yeah,
car?
yeah. It's an electric tram. It's
Is the electricity going to the other buildings?
it
that's-
looks like the electricity is on the street, which honestly is a relief
Who else
because
is in the car with us?
there's a couple other people in the car.
Is there anybody who I can swipe a wallet from really easily?
You can all, yeah, sure. That's a sleight of hand.
Yep.
Yeah, if I can, this is like an open tram where I can like lean out and see if it's
Sleight of
connected,
hand.
if something.
Hard success.
success.
All right,
Yeah.
you definitely steal a guy's wallet.
Where's my wallet?
You don't make enough.
Like, Eugene, your wallet was not at the house.
You were so
You said you
confused about
left
the
it.
wallet.
No, that was obviously if we want an excuse for going back.
Sure.
That was my backup wallet. Much like hotels, always have
Backup wallet.
So yeah, you swipe and he, with that roll, he won't notice until he's trying to pay for dinner later. You ruined his date. Oh, speaking of which,
Saved his life.
saved his life. Actually, make me a luck roll.
Ooh. Do it.
Oh, hot damn.
All right, you know what? You did save his life. That woman would have been terrible, and you have. That's the weird thing about.
Beat him into his early grave.
That's the weird thing about karma is
Yeah.
that sometimes doing something bad can be good karma.
Nice.
If you kill someone who's going to kill 1,000 people, you have done a good thing.
Did you do it for the right reason? Like, did you go back and kill Hitler because you knew he was going to be Hitler?
Or you just hated his artwork.
Or his mustache.
The mustache, the
Yeah,
mustache.
yeah.
is right. He should be punched just for that. So yeah,
He totally took it out of fashion. I can't wear that mustache anymore. It's just.
you're not going to try it.
It's the real tragedy of history.
Michael Jordan tried to bring
Oh
it back.
my
Yeah,
God.
that was like.
That was like peak, like that was like a heat check for Michael Jordan. Like, I'm so famous, I can have a Hitler mustache. No, you aren't. So you you wait a couple minutes. You're just about at the point where you're worried that Eugene is going to try and fix this thing.
Start climbing
Yeah,
up
he's
on
like
the.
he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
already got his head out, and he's like looking up, going, "Well, it looks. I mean, I think that's just." And he's like,
I
yeah.
just need to touch it to see if there's a spark. I don't know.
"Which one is the grounding wire?" And it starts up again.
Oh, thank goodness.
But you still have that weird feeling that you're being watched.
I'm looking around at this point. I mean, being a white person out in the middle of the non-white area,
A white woman.
I'm pretty sure I'm being watched all the time anyway, but this feels different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to look out the window for any hopping shadows.
All right. Yeah. Make me a spot hidden roll.
Good call.
Please fumble this.
That's
Those are cheater dice right there.
No, that's a 69.
All right.
Haha.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't see anything. I mean, but like I said, the power is on everywhere. And as you're looking out, the tram starts up again, and with a little bit of running, you make it to Examination Hall 5, which is
that's not an option so much.
well, all right. Yeah, you're gonna be a little late.
for me. Someone carry me. I need a shoulder. Pops.
All right, can't leave a friend behind.
So you make it to Examination Hall number 5, which is actually Examination Hall number 4, but because of the superstition, they call it Examination Hall number 5.
Sure.
And a student at the door asks for your invitations.
Show them to him.
Right?
To them.
He takes them, actually.
Okay, give them to him.
He takes all your invitations. And
And I tip him with the guy's money out of the wallet.
the student looks confused but says, thanks, okay.
I'm like, keep the change.
And you see, so this is a large classroom with like a stage and a podium, and there's 3 kind of banks of seats, 2 wings and a middle. And there are a few seats in the back of the left wing. So you get seats there as you're watching. And down in front is actually in the space between the left wing and the center, down in the front, on a large table is what were in the 20s their version of projectors, which were called magic lanterns. They're these they're about yay big, and they have a series of they have a series of mirrors in them that reflect the image and then shoot it out large. They are noisy and put out a lot of heat. I had one when I was a kid. My parents found it because my parents, and it probably should have started fires repeatedly, but we loved it. We'd put comic books in there. And
Oh, neat.
don't put silly putty in there. We learned. So, but so there's one down there, and it is putting up. It has right now a slide. It has basically that invite of the title of the presentation, a long road to travel from Srinagar to Sion in the footsteps of my forebears.
Oh, we missed the preview.
It's okay.
And so you all sit down, and President Wang comes out, and he welcomes everyone to this presentation. We're very excited to have the renowned photojournalist Sofian Bazezwine. He will be presenting his photographs from his journey, from his recently published book about his journey along the Silk Road, and talking about that. And without any further ado, Mr. Bazezwine. And out comes yes, there's very polite applause. And out comes a shorter, bespectacled Indian man, very dark skinned, with a mustache for the ages. It is full and bushy and waxed, and just and it does that like walrus wiggle kind of thing. And he has sort of a he has an impish laugh that sort of comes out of like he'll say something that amuses him, and there'll just be this little rolling like. It's a very entertaining. Like he starts off by just putting up a bunch of photos on the lantern, and what happens is he will say, hey, "Next photo, please," and this poor student will like put a photo in and then close the little thing.
I see job opportunities. Dr. Pops, you need one of those for your next lecture.
She's like, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I can do. Yeah.
I wonder how much he's getting paid for this.
And the pictures that he's putting up are of edifices along the Silk Road. So the bulk of the talk is about how the Silk Road, 1,000 years ago, was this hugely traveled. There were outposts along the way that were ridiculously wealthy, and it was the thoroughfare from Europe to China. And then boats made it, and the Silk Road almost overnight started to collapse. And I mean, he says, of course, the Ottoman Empire was, and their ending of trade through their lands with Asia was a major impact as well. But he goes through several reasons why, and all of a sudden, and he says, next photo, please. And there is a poof sound, and the lights go out in the theater. And everybody make me a POW roll.
Eugene again.
I had nothing to do with this.
What's a 10 and a 9?
A 10 and a 9?
Yeah.
It's a 19.
19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got an odd one.
Very nice.
I got 13, which is
Just a regular.
88.
Yeah,
That's a
so-
fail.
Okay, so
Oh,
so
man,
you
my
are the
bad.
only one who failed. Interesting. Okay. So you're the only one that isn't aware. The rest of you are aware that there is about 10 seconds where you just go away. And each of you has some sort of waking dream that is like a weird vision. And so, Helen, you are in a cave. You are in a cave full of beautiful paintings. You're seeing a lot of Buddhas, a lot of imagery, and you have a crowbar. And you use this crowbar. You come upon a painting. These paintings are painted onto the wall, and you come upon a wall that has a painting of a merchant caravan, and a particularly truculent camel. Like the camel is it's almost kind of like Joe Camel, just like looking out of the camera right at don't smoke, kids. Looking right out of the painting, and you start to smash this painting. And behind this painting, there's a passage. Gwendolyn,
Yes.
you are in a cave. It's lit with guttering torches, so the light isn't great. There is blood on the walls. And as you take a step forward, a huge black bird of some sort comes flying from the depths of the cave towards you, cawing and quirking and just making a huge, terrible noise. And right as it reaches you, the bird explodes. And it disappears in a fragrant puff of white and pink blossoms. Do you have any botany?
No.
Do you have any natural world?
I do have natural world. I've put in that.
Try some natural world here.
Okay. 12, which is a hard success.
Nice. Are those peach blossoms? You're pretty sure that you smell peach as this thing just pow. G, you in the, like, this is hard for you to understand, but this in the few, that few seconds feels like a lifetime, because you follow a line of haggard men, starving, walking like, just trudging one foot in front of another as they walk for days and days and days. And every once in a while they will stop and they'll write on a rock or something. And they'll make marks in a language that you don't understand. But you're pretty sure you've seen Dr. Pops write in that language. It looks like the weird characters that he writes. And they'll write something in there, and then they'll just continue this inexorable walk. Eugene, your cane is gone, and you're in a room, and you look up, and you see two tiny figures, maybe 2 foot tall, jumping out of the window with your cane. And you give chase, and surprisingly spryly. And your vision is just, you are running through the streets of a city, chasing these little figures that have stolen your cane. And last, Dr. Pops, you're in a museum. And you're looking, you see there are exhibit things around here. You don't really see any of the exhibits. But all around the museum are Buddha statues. And every time you look, the statues are closer. And so you like turn your head and then you look back, and that Buddha statue is 5 feet closer than it was. And slowly, these statues are hemming you in. They're not like coming alive or anything like that. It's just everyone, you just look back and the statue's closer. And then you look back and it's, and that's happening all around you. And so you, like, that feels like more like a memory to you. But you four are very aware that you just went somewhere else for a little, for some period of time. And you can all see on the 4 of your faces some recognition of, hey, yeah, that same thing just happened, but not on his face. And with those disquieting visions, I think that's where we're going to go to break, because we're already at that time. Crazy.
Woo.
Wow.
So thank you so much for your bits and all of your support. Fantastic. And we'll be back just as soon as 6 people can use 1 bathroom.